One of the potential problems that you could have with a KP1H Complete is that the sleeve that goes inside the flex cap could rupture. That normally happens because this pressure reducing valve has not been installed. The pressure coming into the system is very high, and this will slap against these slots and eventually, under the right circumstances, can cause this to tear this way. The result from the customer will be when they activate the gun or the tab on the 1 gallon per minute that the water would shoot from these slots. That means that the sleeve will need to be replaced. This is pretty simple to do on the mixing station because we can remove the flex cap without really taking anything apart. But that's not as easy to do on KP1H Complete. So let me demonstrate what needs to be done. I'm going to remove the hose, or the clamp on the hose. And this allows this freedom to be able to pull out. Now I'm going to remove the 3 screws on the back. That hold the KP1H Complete to the case. Now that I've removed the screws and I've removed the hose clamp, I now can take the hose from the valve and just move that off to the side. And now I have the ability to rotate this out so I can screw this off, or if I wish, I can turn this out and pull this whole piece right out. So now I'm free to work on this. Let's do it this way. So I can fan this out and turn off the valve and the flex cap. I can remove my defective sleeve. Replace it with my new one. Be sure to put the plastic washer underneath the bottom of this when you reinstall it. That helps secure it in place. Replace my washer and reverse the process. Remember, these units seal on the washers, not on the threads, so I'm not too concerned. Once I get it in place, I have the ability to turn this back and forth a quarter to a half turn. Now I can put this back in place and reinstall the screws. We should be ready to go. Now, if the unit's mounted on the wall, you're going to have to take the unit off the wall so that you can get at these 3 screws. And it's also possible that if the unit's mounted on the rack, that it's going to be difficult for you to locate the screws, taking it off, leaving it on the rack. If that's the case, Simply undo the two wing nuts that hold this and remove the whole dispenser top and put it on a table where it's easy for you to work on. If you had to change the sleeve on the flex gap on the 1 gallon per minute side, then the procedure would be the same, except we just slide this off by undoing it, and this will come right off the front. And then I would cut this tie wrap, which would allow me to remove my bottle fill and then loosen the screws and do the same procedure as we did on the bucket fill.